which is something that's not in my discipline. I was teaching a course that I had to read a lot about, I had to learn a lot about, I had to bring in different types of skills and content, and it's been a learning experience for me. And it's kind of also made me much more aware of how important it is to be able to change, to be open to change. And I think I think it was Lewis this morning who said, to be able to admit when you realize that you're doing something, maybe not in the best possible way, or you're doing something just plain wrong. So admitting epic failure. Being able to say, we are failing, we are not doing a good job. And I'm going to ask you a lot of, I hope, interesting questions today that you'll maybe take home and think about even more. But I call it an epic failure because of what my students tell me. So my students, when I come in, I teach two courses. I teach scientific thinking, which is thinking the way science does, and learning how to think like a scientist. And then I teach creative thinking and problem solving. And at first glance, they sound like they're very different, but they're not. They're a very, very interesting match and a very rich experience for me to teach. I ask my students, the first day of class, I teach 20 students per section, and I ask them, are you creative? And maybe one or two hands go up out of 20 students. And then I ask them, well, why do you think you're creative? I'm interested in art, or I play the piano. So it's always, they're creative because they think they're good at something artistic. I ask them, do you think it's okay to fail? Do you think it's your right to fail? I tell them it's a human right to be able to be wrong. And they'll say, what are you talking about? You can't be wrong. I'm a perfectionist. I like to do things the right way. That's my problem. I'm a perfectionist. You're telling us to be wrong, and I'm saying, yes, it's okay to be wrong. It's a human right. And I got that from Catherine Schutz, who has a very